Now here's another reason why I took this light fixture down. And like I say, if you painted the ceiling, you're going to get little bits of white all on your trim and everything. But if you're like, hey, forget it, I don't care about it. Well, here's something else to consider. Your trim base might be a different size than that one, okay? And let's say yours is a little bit longer and you paint it. You paint around it, you're like, I don't want to mess with it. I'm not an electrician. I don't want to shock myself. I don't want to do anything like that. And I'm just going to leave it and paint around it. Well, down the road, let's say a year from now, down the road, you decide, hey, let's get rid of that crappy light fixture. Let's put a new one. And the one you find, you love it, but the base is not as long as your old one. Or your base is just as long as the old one, but it's thinner from top to bottom than your old one. So you take this one down, and now you put your other one up there, and now you've got to paint your wall, and maybe you got rid of your paint touch-up for your walls. Maybe you never had any. Maybe it was somebody else who didn't paint behind it. See, these people, they painted behind it, which was a good thing. And because then when you take it down, no matter what kind of light fixture you put up there, it's fine had I not painted again. But had that been white behind there, and had I put a different one, then I didn't have the paint to match it, oh, I'd have been ticked off. And that one had all kinds of grease stuff around the edges and stuff, so I took my simple green, wiped that all off, took my simple green up there in the ceiling when I took that ceiling register down, and wiped it off because of the heat came across this way, and there were some marks on the ceiling. So you want to get stuff like that off. You want to look around. I'm going to look around on these walls to see if there's any soap scum on the walls or the ceiling or anything like that, because that's going to affect your paint. When you paint, can you see if you got some greasy stuff on the wall or some soap scum or something? You paint over that, your paint's not going to stick very well, is it? Okay? All right. Just different things to remember. Am I ready to paint yet? Nope. I'm not ready to paint yet. I still got that masking tape to put up, like I was telling you. And I've got my masking tape right here. I haven't, and here's the other thing. I haven't used that tape for, I don't know, a year and a half. And I'm hoping it comes off the roll okay, because if you have masking tape too long, this is a little bit less than 1.5 inches. If you have masking tape like that too long, then maybe it doesn't come off without sticking and ripping in little pieces and things like that. So, you know, always have a backup. I've got some blue tape downstairs. If I have to use the blue, I'll use some blue. I always like to use this first if I can, if I don't really care about a straight line. And there's no way, like I said, even if I did put the blue tape, there's no way that paint is not going to seep behind there, because you've got ridges. If you're putting blue tape over these ridges and you put a piece across there for wainscoting or something like that, can you see that the paint is still gonna find its way down there because it's not a flat surface? You see what I mean? Now, if that was smooth wall finish, then yes, the blue tape will work. Other than that, it's not going to give you as straight of a nice straight line as you thought, as you saw the commercials, as you've seen other people do, because all these ridges, you'd have to put your tape on and push it down on each ridge. It's virtually impossible. Okay? All right, I'm getting ready, and after I put your masking tape down, yeah, I'm not going to be painting that ceiling just yet. I still got some prep work to do, remember? I've got to take this handrail down, and I can do that myself. I don't need anybody to help me, and I've already taken it down once, and I was gonna change everything and repaint this, and I had it out in the garage, and then, like I said, Mommy, she wanted to move out of here, and she wanted someone to come in here, so I just put the same one back up. And if you just take it, I take the middle ones out first and then loosen up like the bottom one, and then I can come up here. Once I take this down, I take, you know, there's 3 screws on here, okay? At the bottom one, I take the top 2 screws off and then loosen up the bottom one, okay? Then I come, and I'll take the 3, undo the screws to the wall, and then I'll take this one down. Once I take it down, I can just swivel it down to the stairs, right? And then I can go down there and take the last one out, and then walk it out into the garage. Very simple. And I'll reinstall it the same way. Set it down here, lift up the bottom, get 1 screw in there, and then come back up here, and then start here, and then I can do the others, and then do that one last. You know, very simple to do. Okay, alrighty, time to get busy. Kaboom! It's not rocket science we're talking about here. Okay? If I can do it, and Average Joe, you can do it. Okay, so I took off all the brackets there. Before I took the brackets off, I took a picture of it with my cell phone so that I knew which angle that was at. So when I get ready to reinstall it, it's kind of set up properly, okay? And then I just took it out here. See, I took my craft paper, and the other 2 pieces of craft paper that I had was when I was doing some staining, and I just rolled it back up, and see, I can just reuse it. Okay, and so this is my staging area. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to do the hard rock water putty. And to mix that stuff up, I just take some cardboard. I got a little piece of cardboard here. When I did my door hinges, but I won't do that. I'll mix it up right there. And then I'll take the cardboard in and putty knife and fix the handrail, that other wall rail and stuff. See, you don't need a whole lot of stuff to do things right, okay? Spend a little time and have a little effort, man. And when it gets all done, trust me, it'll look like a professional painter did it. And we know that you did it instead, an average Joe. A couple minutes later, see, I wasn't kidding. I took the door off. I even took the hinges off because I'm going to end up painting the casing trim just on the inside, because when I painted these initially, I painted everything over to the back side, knowing that once I did the bathroom, I'd go from there on over. Okay, so I got everything other than the light fixture, and I just set everything over here. I know exactly how these go back in. Here's my trim pieces. I'll put the light fixture over here, the cover plates, got all that stuff, okay? So take your time and do things right.